What's the word? What's the word? It's Smalltalk. Podcast Mondays. So, you heard AB's father take take on Black history and Black culture, Black future. It's time to sit down with my dad, Mr. Tyrone Watson.
How you doing?
Yeah. So, Pop, first question for you, man. It's Black History Month, but like you say, this is all year. We gotta make this be all year. We ain't gonna just sit with 1 month.
That's right.
So my first question for you, Pop, what can we learn from your generation, and what can you learn from our generation?
What can I learn from your generation and what can you learn from my generation?
Yes.
Well, the first thing this generation, this youth today, can learn more so is our struggles, is our strength, is our power. Not taking everything personal, but take it personal. Take whatever's directed at you as fuel to give you energy to attack, but not attack violently. Grow within yourself. Be more, do more, want more. You already looked at to be down.
Right.
Find the inner self. Anger solves nothing. Strength is power. This youth take everything so personal, they're just violent. They look at the violence nature. If you want to get mean and get mean and mad about what you need to change, what you need to do. Now this young generation, I do learn from them. They got a lot of good topics. The only thing that hurts them, they don't have the leaders to show the things that they have inside. A lot of the people that's leading this youth organization, they teaching them more anger. You got to put a little sprinkle of God in everything you do. God is what's going to make things change, not us. But if you let it out there to ask God to help you with the things that you're trying to change, He work hand in hand with you. Most of the things that changed back in my day was actually pastors. Pastors that still believed in God, but they believed in the struggle that all men are created equal. And we are. But my thing is, you my son, I learn from you every day. You're a better father than I am. You're a better parent than I am. We both sacrifice different ways.
Yeah.
But our sacrifice is equal in how we sacrifice. It's just a difference in how we do it.
Yeah.
See, my generation need to open more doors to let the new generation realize you can't live the old way today. But you can learn from the new way of how to do things the old way and mix it together. I learn from you all the time. You stop me and I stop you. We make each other think about the past and the present. And that's power. And I do believe that the things that we need to learn as older gentlemen, which is myself and Tony, because we've been there, is that when somebody tell you what you can't do, you tell yourself what you can do. But the catch to this is we can't tell the young people not to express themselves the way they do.
Right.
We just want them to listen first. Sit back, absorb it, come out strong. Don't always look at the hurt side of something to be angry. Look at somebody doubting you. When somebody doubts you, it should give you the fuel to say, no, I'll show you what I am. I'll show you who I am. And I'm going to do it with all respect. In order to get respect, you got to earn respect. But you first have to respect yourself.
Respect yourself.
Now, this generation don't respect themselves. Okay. They get angry because you're telling them the fucking truth. If I tell you you ain't doing shit, you got to realize you ain't doing shit of nobody else. That's why the person's saying it. Don't take it as just take it as constructive criticism. To learn to say, hey, you know what? I don't like how I do that. I need to change. But me as an older generation, I need to learn. Just because the youth do it different, don't mean it ain't got the same meaning. It's got the same meaning and the same purpose. With change comes change. But never forget, you got to love each other. And that's what this generation lack. The lack of love, lack of trust, lack of belief in each other. Just because somebody do something different don't make them different. They just different on how they do it. You all the same. Black is black. It don't crack. It's the same color.
That's right.
And for that, I love all my brothers and sisters. I just want us to learn to do each other and care for each other a little bit more.
Okay, cool. On to the next question. It kind of segues to this one.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the future of our black people?
Well, based on the nation as far as the future of our black people, I feel better now than I did probably a year ago with all the things that done happened with Breonna Taylor and what's the young boy name here from St. Louis?
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown and things that done happened in Texas. And the good thing about it in a bad situation is showing everywhere. This generation now can look forward to seeing change because of the things that they've been through, because of media, because of podcasts, because of it's in the NBA, it's in politics and government, and it's home, everybody's home. Now you wanted this. You wanted to get noticed.
Right.
Now you got that exposure. Now you need to act on it. Forget the anger. Show the strength. Show the unity. You can walk down the street seeing kumbaya, violence about the police attacking somebody or somebody being shot or dragged out of a car, but you're doing it to your own people. You breaking in the house of the next door neighbor. You raping the kid that grew up with you. You shooting the little brother and sister that was raised with you. You can't cure violence with violence. So the first thing in the future, this generation need to realize to make the future brighter.
Right.
We had our fights. My generation had our fights, but we didn't kill like this. We didn't disrespect our own kind like this. We all sold dope. I'm a retired government employee. I sold dope for 20 to 30 years, 35 years I worked in the government. But I never hurt nobody. We all protected each other for what we did, not hating on each other because of what we did and who had more and who had less. But we helped each other regardless. We gave everybody a prop. Whether if you ain't in that person's shoes and you ain't as cool as they is, don't hate on them because they're cooler than you. Don't hate on them because they got more than you. You know, and that's the same thing with the people that got more. Promote each other more, and you would earn more. Share more, give more, not take. This generation, this new generation is in the taking business, not the giving and sharing business. You got to learn. Now you done showed the entire world how black has been pushed down. We have over 400 years.
Yeah, we shoved it
but
down their throats.
But the thing about it, don't shut your own doors down. Let some lose them doors that they trying to show. Now you can open them wide open. Our thing is, we fought more. We didn't have the voice that you all have. We didn't have the power of politics and the power and the influence that you all have every day with the internet, the media, and everything else. We had to do more things. We sacrificed more on the sweat and tears of our back and getting beat and dogs sick on us and not. I mean, you all got privileges we never had. You never know how it is to not drink at a water fountain because they all white. You never know about not getting education because they limited what you did. You don't know how that all black jobs was either janitor jobs, housekeeping jobs, cleaning somebody's house, or working for a janitorial company, or cafeteria, or cook. You can be doctors, you can be lawyers, you can be anything you want now. Seek that power. The doors has been already opened off our back. Don't make us feel like all the things we done was in vain. You got education at your disposal, but you don't even want to go get educated. You don't even want to go to school. We fought for segregation in order for you to go to school. Don't throw it back.
I think that's what was some of our generation don't understand. I think most starting to figure it out. Like what y'all actually put into. Cause it's a saying in our generation that y'all was soft. Let me explain. Because they think that our fathers and forefathers was soft because how much they put up with stuff. But it was deeper than, you know what I'm saying?
Let me explain.
Go ahead.
Do you all understand? When somebody's shitting on you, when somebody beating on you, when somebody keeping you down, the mind is powerful. The difference between us and this generation, we know how to trick them. We made them feel like they was beating us down and they was powerful. But all along, we was already working our tools. We didn't show our strength. We showed our power. You know how hard it is not to show anger, but you got it within? Because that's manipulation. We knew how to manipulate the system. That's why you all got the privileges now. You don't earn nothing by walking down the street, getting tear gas all in your face, getting slapped up with a stick, dragged to the police department. But because the catch to it is, you ain't fooling. You acting like a bunch of animals. How you gonna come from something that you creating yourself? You can't make yourself look good and feel weak by thinking you're doing something strong by saying, I ain't gonna let. No, you say that to yourself. If you get into the mind of what somebody's trying to do to you, eventually you make them see themselves for what they trying to do, and they change. Because it don't take but a few of them to say, we wrong for what we doing. And what it is, when you got compassion comes from people who don't fight back. Eventually, even your captors, even your violent people start feeling bad for what they do. So they start singling out the people within their race that they know that's evil. And they start putting them in their place. And they so they start working for us. People don't need to remember when Martin Luther King and all them, Malcolm X and everybody was marching and struggle. You had whites with them that wanted change.
Yeah. I didn't even know that about the Black Panther.
You had white members in the Black Panther Party.
I did not.
You had white members walking with Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers. I mean, from back in the day with Africa, even with Mandela, even with this history, this generation. Look at softness. It's aggression. Aggression is weakness. So power is strength. Power is the strength of the mind. You can't prove nothing because you throw your hands up and all you doing, you showing that the police is right. You showing that society is that you are an animal because you attack it. Only you feed a dog and the dog attacks. What are we doing? A quiet dog can walk around freely without being observed of what they doing. Nobody never knows because they trust you. And while they trusting you, that's when you start working. That's when you start manipulating. That's when you start changing how they do things and what they do to you. And they change and they don't even know it. Old phrase, you kill them with kindness.
Yep, kill them with kindness.
The strength of a generation ain't violence. It's just like myself. I'm retired government. But I kick anybody's ass on the street. I'm a former Marine. I sold dope. I carried pistols. But I didn't have to prove it. Walk around with a chip on my shoulder saying, I got to prove to you who I am. Because you know what? If you look a man in his eye and he showed no fear, you kept walking. I ain't have to do a thing. Because you felt my strength. If you jumped up to me and I didn't move, it's like a dog. If a dog run up to you and you don't flinch, that dog is not going to attack. Because that dog know you got some dog in you. You waiting on him to do the wrong thing because you ain't going to act until by any means necessary. You're going to act only if you have to. Don't let nobody provoke you. Respond to when being provoked, only at the time of attack. That's control. Never let nobody know what you think. If this generation can change with all the things that the society is presenting to them now, they done exposed all the demons out here for what they are now. Now you can walk on in the door. Instead of talking about it now, it's time I start talking about how we treat it. I don't know how you think you're supposed to be treated. You black. You woke up black.
Right.
What makes you think? But don't regress and give back to them everything we fought for. By being an Uncle Tom nigga. By just saying how bad you is but not proving it. See, the difference is people always talk about our generation being soft, but the things they get the benefit of today is off our back.
Yeah, that's what.
How was we weak and you all can't even get us education? You don't even want to go to school. You still killing each other. You're like animals. Genocide. But you talk about weakness. The strength is the mind. The body means nothing without the mind. If you can think it, you can have it. But you built that strength in yourself. Putting your hands up don't mean nothing. If y'all want to prove how bad you are, this generation, put your guns down. Pull out the gloves. Put a circle around each other and fight it out. Win or lose, you both win because you both proved that you was tough. And you both proved that you're black. But you ain't got to kill each other to prove a point. You helping the white man out. He don't want you here no way. By killing yourselves out, all you doing is eliminating his problem. So you think that shows you strong? Any knucklehead can pull a trigger. But any smart person can learn. But I see society changing. I see black growing. I see them getting powerful. I see through the social media, through the NBA, through baseball, through all the great people now, this black speakers, LeBron James and all the people that you all got walking. See, you all got a bigger platform. Use it. For every time y'all do something stupid, you taking away the influence that you got in moving forward with all the things that blacks are doing for you. Most of the issues of people saying that blacks are weaker now, this new generation, is because they are. They talking about themselves because they think they doing something by showing their power. They showing their weakness because they don't get educated. An educated person can move mountains. A dumb person with a gun can't move nothing but bring yourself to a point where he's going to end up either dead or in jail. And once you do that, you lose.
That's true.
But I see a positive future for us. I see the young youth taking care of the older youth, just like you take care of me. All I ask is the black youth now, don't forget, the same people that got you here, the same people you need to take care of. If you give back to your own and you give back to your parents, you're going to be a greater people. We're a nation within a nation. But how you want your nation to be? Do you want it to be peaceful? Or do you want it to be violent? Violence prolongs everything. It keeps it going. And even in the Bible, it said there's going to be wars and wars. Which war you want to win? Win the war of being right. Caring, sharing, and taking care of each other. And if I see that, which I'm starting to see a lot of, it's you and Aunt and the ones that's getting it out there. See, a lot of people don't see themselves in the mirror until people talk about it. They don't see their mistakes. They don't see the error of their ways because they don't listen to themselves. But they'll listen to somebody talking about it because it reflects on themselves. If the point is taken and they start realizing, damn, it sounds like they're just talking to me. They are talking to you. That means change can make everything possible. And I believe this generation that we live in now got the power to make change.
All right.
Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, put a little piece of God in there. And it ain't always what you got and what you don't have. It's what you got within. You want to show some power? Show it from within.
That's right. I got one more question for you. It's lighten the mood. Something you should be proud of. What do you love about being black? Final question.
What do I love about being black? First of all, black power.
Yeah, black is power.
You know, it's an honor to be a black man. It's a privilege to be a black man. It's knowing that you got everything against you. No matter what you do when you wake up in the morning, you black. It's just like saying it's Black History Month. So for 1 month, you get to be black. But for 11 months, you get to do what the white man tell you to do. So, being black, if you want to show you're black every day.
Right.
So being black means be black every day. Show people your strength. Show people your power. Don't accept what somebody hand you. Go out, seek it, control it, grasp it, hold on to it, and make something out of yourself. Don't you know the best thing that I feel good about is to be a black man? Knowing being black, doors was already shut that I kicked in. People already said what I couldn't have that I got. People already said what I couldn't do, but I did. People saying who I couldn't be, but I am. Because of the things that people put against me, it strengthens me. That inner power. I'm going to be a nigga first. But I'm going to be a black man. The nigga is your strength. The black man is your power. Use both of them, put them together. It's powerful. Now, being a black man and black women and black everything, black. Destroy. Once you go, the old saying, once you go black, you don't go back.
That's right.
But you woke up black, so you can't go back. Make every day count for change. Changing who you are, what you want, who you want to be. Your black children. For every kid that you got, that should make you want more. For your black children. Your kids are looking up to you. Your kids are seeing how you handle things. If you show weakness, how you go? What they got to look forward to? You got to show them that being black ain't a curse, but being black is a privilege. It's the privilege of showing somebody who you can be. Because out of all the countries and all over the world, everybody done deal with white nature, white culture. Blacks are the only race of people that whites ain't never conquered. That's why black is always the target of the attention of whites. Because they done conquered Germany, Japan, France, China. All the countries that they fought, they living right here. But they doing it the way the white people want them to do. The thing about it, because they signed the peace treaty. Even the Indians signed the peace treaty. We ain't never signed a piece of paper saying we give up. We quit. That's what makes us inferior. That's what makes us strong. That's what makes us the baddest race of people in the world. Because we have never conceded. If you concede, you concede your race. You concede your heritage. You concede your color. Africans was the strongest race of blacks over in their continent. Black kings, black leaders. Shaka Zulu, you name it. They was the most powerful. Blacks have always been the most powerful race in the world. Why you think everybody always try to paint blacks a certain color? So all I want to do is saying being black is the most honorable thing I could ever be. I wouldn't want to be no other race or color in the world.
That's right.
Because the power of change, I did it. I made it happen.
That's right.
With God's help, I proved to everybody that a black man cannot be defeated. A black man is the strength of this culture, of this environment, of this world. You got to remember something. Anything somebody trying to keep down, that means they got a fear of it. They ain't got a fear of it because they think you can't beat them. They got a fear of them not being scared because they know we are the power. We are that. Don't you know the things people fear they try to keep down? But we got to start with ourselves. We got to promote ourselves. The ones the generation is saying the difference in the generations, one weak, one strong. Well, if that's the case, use the strength that you say you got more than the older generation. Not the violence, the mind, education, the strength, the will. Show the world how it is and how hard it is to believe the black man and black female. But let them know that no matter what you try to do, you can't stop me from being who I am and being who I'm going to be. The more doors you put up, the more obstacles you put in my way, all you doing is giving me something to shoot for. And if for every door I open and close, I'm getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I'm passing it on to the next generation and the next generation. Just like you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel my strength in you. But I feel the strength in you in me. Because you teaching me how to do it this time. Yeah. The way this generation live. And I'm trying to take a little of me, put it in you, to let you know, no matter how the difference of the generations is, when you wake up black in the morning, you still going to have somebody.
It all comes together. Mm-hmm.
But being a black man is one of the best honors I could have. Being a black father is one of the greatest accomplishments I can ever look forward to in my life. Having my black children, knowing that my black children is my successor, and I know they already empowered and strengthened in all the beliefs and power that me and everybody that put this planet, that seed in them, you know, the best thing in the world is to be black. So all I can tell you to do, stay black.
All right, that's it, man.